All right, guys, welcome to the channel, America's Reality 360. We got another good one for you today, but first I want to start with a little public service announcement. All right, so Forbes put this video out about an hour ago, and their thumbnail has what looks to be a quote on it, and I say a quote because they put it in parentheses, and it says, if you want to take it outside, ... Then the thumbnail has a picture of Jasmine Crockett on one half and a picture of Nancy Mace on the other half. So it gives you the impression that these two congresswomen are arguing on the floor of Congress and then threatening to go take it outside and fight each other, I guess. And I'm just here to let you know that sentence is never uttered in this video. This is simply clickbait. So this multi-million-dollar company, Forbes, is using clickbait to trick its viewers into falling for stuff that doesn't even happen on the video. And I want to encourage everyone to unsubscribe and stop watching videos from channels like this, okay? They don't need any more clicks. My channel needs clicks, but I will not sacrifice my integrity and my desire to tell truth on this channel. I will not give up my love for honesty just to get a couple more views. So I just wanted to put that out there. And I also want to let you know that their title says all hell breaks loose when Nancy Mace claps back at Jasmine Crockett. Now, my title's going to be a little different. I don't know what claps back means, but I do know that Nancy Mace is going to blow your socks off with what she says on the floor of Congress. Definitely stay tuned until the very end. It's well worth it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right?
During the 118th Congress, Oversight Republicans disbanded one of the most important subcommittees in Congress, the Subcommittee on Civil Rights and Civil Liberties. And now in the 119th Congress, the chairman and House Republicans have decided to prioritize the demands of the real president, Elon Musk, and his billionaire friends over the needs of the American people. Now, we are about to approach the birthday of Martin Luther King. It's actually tomorrow. And on January 20th will be the inauguration of Donald Trump, but it will also be the observation of MLK Day. And the fact that we have decided that in this country we are not going to honor civil rights should be something that we all take issue with. Considering the fact, for some that don't know what civil rights are about, because some people only believe that it deals with black folk, let me explain.
Sorry, I just have to jump in here real quick because she's saying we decided that we're not going to honor civil rights in America anymore, and I have no idea what she's talking about. Who is we? Did you decide that? I know I didn't decide it. Nobody even asked my opinion on the matter. Was it these black folk she's talking about? I don't even know what that means. I know what black folks are, but I don't know what a folk is. So maybe it's the black folk that she's referencing. I doubt it. I doubt any black person would say, let's stop honoring civil rights. I think she just completely made that up. But that's okay. We're going to quickly get by this nonsense and then stay tuned. I'm telling you, it's going to be well worth it. Wait till you see what Nancy Mace has to say in response. Very good stuff.
I do believe in preserving the fact that everyone should be entitled to real and true representation because I do have a Section 2 seat as our Voting Rights Act has been decimated. But one of the stories that she told me was that her father asked her about coming over to the Congress for the signing of the bill as relates to the Voting Rights Act. Now, for her, it was a bit inconvenient as an 18-year-old to have to leave the White House and go over to Congress. And she asked her father, why should we go over to the Congress, Daddy, to sign this particular bill? And she said, we need to go over to the Congress because we need to pay due respect to those members of Congress that knew that voting for this bill meant that they would not be returning to Congress, but they had the courage to do what was right for this country and make sure that everyone's voices were going to be heard. The one thing that we could do, the very small thing that we could do, is have a little bit of courage and decide that we are going to reinstitute this particular subcommittee because, unfortunately, I don't see the type of courage that the people that served back in the 60s had coming out of some of our colleagues. And so I'm asking you to do the courageous thing today and just institute a subcommittee that would make sure that we are looking out for those protections of everyone in this country to make sure that we have real freedom, something that we all
Let's get ready to rumble. Ding, ding,
thank you,
ding.
Mr. Chair.
Here we go.
Again, I don't know what's going on today. I find it extremely rich and offensive. So we're talking about civil rights. I'm the former ranking member on the Civil Rights Subcommittee, something I believe in civil rights and civil liberties of all Americans. And we were talking about infringement of individual people. Also, quote, the right to privacy of individuals. Coming from a party that can't define what a woman is and won't give women the right to privacy. You all want men with penises, chicks with dicks. Chicks with dicks. Damn! Chicks with dicks.
Nice.
In the bathroom with us, you want women to be forced to undress in front of men in the locker room and in dressing rooms. And it's so hypocritical for you to sit here and say and be, screaming from the rooftops about the right to privacy and civil rights when you don't respect women. And you don't respect women who've been raped, women who are victims of sexual abuse. And you want me, a victim of rape, a survivor of rape, to go into a locker room and be forced to undress in front of a man? You have to be effing kidding me. So I don't want to hear about you talk about rights, individual rights, civil rights, because you can't find the courage from the 60s to fight for women all around America, fight for women like me, every single woman. And as a rape survivor, I shouldn't have to explain to you why women have rights and why women, when we're in the bathroom, when we're in the locker room, when we're in a dressing room, why I don't feel safe when there is a man nearby.
It is ma'am.
Are you sure about that?
And the fact that we're going here and we're going to say all these things is the ripeness of hypocrisy on the Hill. People need to tell the truth. And if we're going to talk about the rights of individuals, we have to talk about it. Everybody has rights, including women. And at some point, men are infringing on the rights of women. We just had it today. We just had a vote about protecting women and girls in sports. And I believe it wasn't one, it was two people from the Democrat Party who voted to protect women's rights in sports today. Two. So this is, Mr. Chairman, this is a deeply offensive conversation to me today. We want to talk about real freedom. Women have freedom in this country. Women have the freedom to go to a private women's only space and not see a man in it. Women have the right to change and not be feared that somebody with their sexual perversion, someone who's confused about their gender, we have the right to feel safe in these spaces. We have the right to know that we're not going to have trans people filming us in the bathroom. How many of these trannies are taking selfies? These men are taking selfies in women's spaces, in the bathroom. It's gross. It's disgusting. So if we're going to talk about civil rights, let's talk about the rights of women in this country and how you are stripping them away every single day. And you're doing it in your legislation, you're doing it in your messaging, you're doing it on X. You're making women feel unsafe in this country. And you're making the opportunity for women and girls to be raped, to be sexually abused in this country even greater than they've ever been. So don't come over here with your attitude and talk to me about rights when you're trying to take my rights as a woman, a rape survivor, away. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.